Hey guys, so I'm doing a nail tutorial today. I actually have a few nail tutorials in mind for the future, but I'm just going to do this one first because I think this is kind of like the basis for all nail art. It's just how the best way to paint your nails with no mess and no cleanup at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it, and if you want to see how to do this, then keep watching. Okay, so I've been walking around all day long with one hand painted and the other one not. But these are my bare natural nails. They are growing out way more than I've ever been able to grow my nails out in my entire life. So I'm super excited about that. The first thing I do is obviously take my old nail polish off. I use an acetone nail polish remover. This is the Target brand. I use acetone because it takes the nail polish off better than non-acetone does, even though it is more damaging to my nails. But if my nails are always painted, I don't really care if they're damaged. I'll take that and just a cotton ball and take all my nail polish off, and then I will go through and file and shape my nails. I like my nails squared off, so the first thing I will do is square off the ends, which have been done already, and then I go in here on the sides and I get any extra growth off the sides, and then I will curve the corners. The next thing I'll do is take a nail buffer like this. This is one of the four-sided nail buffers. You go in sequence from the roughest side to the side that actually shines the nail. I have already done this. I did this yesterday to my nails, so I'm not going to do it again today. And I need to get a new one of these because this one is pretty much shot. So that's that. The next thing I will do is take a cuticle remover. This is the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover, and this is a gel that you squeeze onto your cuticles and let it sit for 10 seconds, and then take an orange stick and use it around the edges of the nail like this, just to get any extra dead skin and to push the cuticles back. Pushing your cuticles back will make your nails grow faster because there's less resistance from the cuticle, and then you don't have any of those split skin things going on, so it's a win-win. After I use the cuticle remover and I wipe it off with just like a tissue or something like this, then I will go and wash my hands just to get any extra cuticle remover, dust from the buffer from the nail file off of my nail, and just start fresh with clean nails. I will use a base coat first. This is the Orly Bonder. It's really important to use a base coat. It will make your nail polish last 10 times longer. Same reason that we use the buffer. It will make your nail polish last longer. So I start out with a base coat on all my nails. And then I will let this dry for about 5 minutes. Once that's dry, I'm going to take my polish. This is Steady as She Rose from OPI. And I'm going to paint my nails with this with 2 coats, just a thin coat each time. Thick coats take forever to dry, so you don't want to do that. And if you notice on this hand, I don't take the nail polish all the way up to my cuticles. If you take your nail polish all the way up to your cuticles, you'll end up with some pooling around the cuticles, and it'll just be a big crusty mess when it finally dries. So in order to keep my nail polish from getting all the way to my cuticles, or from pooling, especially when you have like the initial drop on the brush that kind of gets in there, make sure to wipe off one side of my nail polish brush. I'll take the polish and I'll set it down in the middle of the finger, and then I'll push it back and then swipe it forward. To get one side of the nail, you just put it at that line and you swipe each side. Now this is the 3 swipe method, I guess you could call it, where you cover your whole nail in 3 swipes. So the same thing, I'm going to put it in the middle of my nail, push it back towards the cuticle, then pull it forward, and then start from the middle and swipe out to the side. And then I just make sure to get rid of any streaks or blobs with a couple more strokes at the end of it. So I set it in the middle, push it back, pull it all the way to the front, and then I set the brush right here back in the middle and swipe along both sides. And this is the easiest way I found to paint my nails. I used to have to paint my nails and then do just tons and tons of cleanup because I was getting nail polish everywhere. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to purposely put some polish on the end of that finger so I can show you how to clean it up later. So that's my first coat. I'm going to let this dry. Oh, I have to do my thumb. I'm going to let this coat dry for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and do the second coat. Okay, now I forgot to record one of the second coat nails. So you do the second coat basically the same way, but you don't have to take so much care because you've already got the whole nail covered. So you can set it down in the middle and push it back to the cuticle, then take one swipe forward, and then kind of dip down for both sides. Now the line where the nail polish ends at the cuticle is not exactly straight. It's actually kind of jagged. I'm not very good at getting that perfect curved line the first time. So what I do to get it nice and curved around the cuticle and also for cleanup is I take a brush like this. This was $1. It's, I think, a detail brush from e.l.f. I got this at Target, paid $1 for it. Then take a bottle of pure acetone. You can get this from Sally's Beauty Supply. I'm going to pour some into the cap. I usually have like a little glass jar that I use with this, but I misplaced it. The reason that I use a little glass jar is because acetone and nail polish remover will evaporate. So what you want to do if you do use the cap is to just take something like this and cover the top of the acetone or the nail polish remover just so that it doesn't evaporate all out of the bottle because you left the top off of it too long. So I take this brush and I'm going to dip it into the acetone and just kind of wipe off both sides. And I'm going to go right here at my cuticle line and just kind of start swiping along the sides of the nail where there's some mess and along the cuticle to clean it up a little bit. And that more or less will straighten that line. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that on all my fingers. So that's all done. These white spots right here are actually discoloration in my nail. So then I'm going to take a top coat. This is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry top coat. My favorite top coat that I've found so far has been the Essie Good to Go, but I'm actually out of that and I need to finish this one up. I hate Seche Vite. If you watch my videos, you know that I absolutely hated the Seche Vite top coat. So I'm just going to apply a top coat to all my nails and wait for that to dry. Top coat is just as important as a base coat. It adds shine to your nails and it helps the manicure last much, much longer than it would without a top coat. The very last thing you can do for your nails, which is optional, is take some kind of moisturizer for your cuticles. Because you used acetone and you used an acetone-based nail polish remover, your cuticles are going to be really dried out. So I have this, which is Sally Hansen Vitamin E Cuticle Oil, and then I also have a Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. Either one will work just fine. I'm going to use the oil, and you pretty much just brush this along your cuticles. And then you can rub it in. And that is it. So that is how to paint your nails and not have virtually no cleanup time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later.